Hello. I truly hope you're surviving the apocalypse out there and here or wherever the hell we are. Right when I sat down, I started to see a clown mask. I want to say imposter. I feel like somebody feels like an imposter or a clown or a joke. I think that the stage of the world seems quite like a clown or a joke right now. I feel like isn't this funny? It's like, that's what I heard. Isn't this funny? Aren't you laughing? Isn't this a comedy event? Like, don't you think it's hilarious that this is going on? And this is sarcasm, obviously. So I want to say, whoever this connects with, you're really identifying that your life or your surroundings or your situation in some way, shape, or form makes you feel like a clown or a joke, or that maybe something around you feels that way. And you're trying to decide what to do about it. You don't know what to do about it, but I feel like it's angering you, or there's some sort of frustration because you feel like there should be more. There should be more going on. You don't know why you put yourself in a situation. And I feel deliberately I need to move very slow here because I feel your energy is very fast. I don't know if you heard that, but a really fast car just went by. And I think it's really important for you to breathe right now. Breathe and take your time. And if you want answers, they come with being able to slow down the molecules. I'm talking DNA, like slow down your entire system. That little guard wanted to be out. Mentor. So there's something you need to learn. There's something that somebody has wisdom to that could be of benefit to you right now. Passing on wisdom, refining a student's character. Or this could be, maybe you're the mentor. I don't know yet. But there's something about learning and frustration. Why am I here? This is a joke. This is a joke. This is such a joke, right? Everyone's laughing. I'm just a joke. No, you're not a joke. Someone stole your innocence, your childlike nature, your divinity. They steered you in the wrong direction. So I'm seeing a mentor as in like some mentor of yours. Literally could be so many things: parent, babysitter, teacher, guide of some kind, a boss, has stolen the innocence from you, and you're trying to regain that, and you're like, what? Where did I get lost? I feel like you're very lost. You're like at this fork in the road, like, when did I go left? I thought I went right. I thought I went right. I thought I did the right thing. And I think this is aggravating you. I want to say I feel an aggravated person trying to figure out a situation. The wealth within you can never be stolen. So as much as whatever interjects or thoughts of yours make you feel like this could be internal or external forces that make you feel like a joke. It's a lie. Your spirit, your soul, you came here to do something. You didn't just come here to be a joke. You're nobody's clown. You're not a clown. Who are you? Let's see. Who are you? You're this beautiful. You're someone who believes in right and wrong. Meaning like there's a strong boundary of what's right and wrong. And I think that you have a naivety, I don't know. You're a little bit naive, and that's all right. This naive nature, I think you have had things that have been done to you wrongly. Wrongly done. And now you're in this situation where you feel like a joke because obviously you don't have the fruit, the production of fruit that you expected in some way. Yeah, you're like, I worked hard for this. What the hell? Why have I worked for this moment that I'm at? Why have I watered all these plants? And the thing is, you're so in your head right now that it's distorting what you have worked at. So there's a lot of hard work that you've acquired, that you've diligently planned and learned. Like, you're a wise person. A lot of wise people can be quite naive and be quite lacking in material things because there's not much value in material things. And often wise people will abandon materialism for real riches, internal riches. And I think you know this. Deep down in your soul, you know this. And this, let's see, this is you're like truly, and this is the near future, you're truly like, you want to make very strategic moves. You want to make the right decision. You don't want to haphazardly, impulsively decide to do anything crazy here. And this truth, I feel like you're a little bit hesitant because of what has happened before. But you're very inspired to take this action. Very inspired. I am seeing July. I want to say you have a lot of determination to do something here. But you are hesitant because you feel like a clown. You feel like a joke. You ain't no joke. You have a lot of strong magnetism. There's something you have that you know, that you practice, maybe that you teach, or that has been taught to you, or something like that. That is your fuel. There's a lot of fire in you. You've developed something here that you can be proud of, but you have this, you're trying to get all the details right. You want every little detail to be accurate. And you want it to be fully aligned in the truth or the, this could even be legal. You don't want to do anything based in, okay. You don't want to do anything based in materialism because you have materialism. It's like you have materials. You're like, materials, screw these materials. Like you have something about you that doesn't it's very no nonsense. Very, very detailed. So your environment says, yes, do this thing. Do this thing. Take the risk. Go. You will have victory. You have a karmic pattern that scares you that you're going to fail. That's going, it's like you've been let down. You've been let down and left out, taken advantage of. And this is how you fear. This is your fear talking. Your fear is the one calling you a clown. Telling you can't do this thing, that you're not powerful enough or strong enough. This has made you really hold on to your gift, what you're trying to share, to the point where it's like pointless. It's like, I have it all. Well, I'm just not going to give it away then. You know it's a value. You know it's great. You know it can benefit others. And that's where the justice of the, like, wanting to do the right thing really comes in, because you're like, well, I don't want to do this unless it's right. Like, unless it's what my intentions are important here. So being intentional is like, you don't want to okay. So it says an important business venture may soon develop. So it's like you have this idea, or you're developing something that you're a little hesitant. You're not quite sure. You're not quite sure. Actually, since we're talking about business and I see this, we're going to do that money. So let's see let's get some financial direction here. Financial direction. It's a good move here. It's a good step. I'm really feeling like a racing heart. I feel anxiety. I feel rushed. The world's trying to spin us way too fast, okay? So you've got alchemy. Using witchcraft, occult, and learning God's secrets, transform the situation. What a beautiful, what do you call this? Can we get some, what you call it? Zoom? I don't know what it's called. What's this called, guys? Focus? Excuse me. Apparently I'm gonna cough for 39 weeks. Okay? Jeez. Okay. So this fire is really, really burning. So I want to say you've created something in the lab. So I'm seeing like Dr. Dre and Eminem creating like masterpieces of music in a studio. But they're like, no, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. No, then cut it. It's not good enough. And you have developed an entire album, but you don't feel it's good enough to produce, to put out, because you're so worried about it being perfect. That's where the anxiety is coming from. While that's great quality to want to perfect and refine your work, it's somewhat detrimental to try to be perfect, to be perfection. So I'm sensing a strong Virgo energy and Aries. Maybe like a conflict between Virgo and Aries vibes. Wanting to like just do it and then pulling back and wanting to be perfect. And maybe that's why you feel like a clown and a joke. But here it says moving up, careers on the rise, new offers and opportunities, salary increase, go to the next level. So it's saying, yes, continue. It's not saying go try something else, go do something different. It's saying continue to move in the direction that you're moving. Move up. I don't know why. These cards don't want to focus. What do I do to do it? You know, like, it's like got my face. Get the cord. Get the cord. Whatever. Yeah, it's moving up, moving up. Sorry, shift the camera there. Let's get another. Actually, I want to do two more. This feels very strong. Career, monetary. Perfect it. What? Come on. Come on. I gotta move my face. Come on. Get it. I got it. How do we get this on here? There we go. There we go. Perfect it, it says. Oh, no, I'm lying. It says perfect fit. Finding the right path. The fit with the soul. The ideal job. You're meant to be here. So it's like, that's why the justice was really important. It was like you were trying to find it to be just right. You were working real hard and something stumbled. I'm not sure if you just are beating yourself up over probably what others would consider nothing. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say that. Like, externally, when looking at you, it seems like nothing. We're so hard on ourselves. That's what I'm trying to say. It's like you're being hard on yourself, but when other people look around, they're like, you've worked on this album. And you're like, put it out there. Put it out there. This album's like legit. And I wanted one more. We got two more. Ensure your body is nourished. Join a gym and regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. So, you know, sometimes when we get discouraged, what do? Is we turn to our vices, we indulge and well in our sorrows. I don't know how to say that. And it's like, don't do that. Or, you know, if you want to do that. But just don't do it forever. Like, turn that off and get back on track. Start pulling back and sacrificing a little bit of like the material world. The material world constantly wants to entice you to be more materialistic. There's constantly a temptation to buy more stuff, have more things. I need a microphone, I need a studio, I need a sound, whatever. Like, you gotta make the studio perfect. It's gotta be perfect. Everything's gotta be all lined up. And it's like, no, it doesn't. Not really. You know this because you got wisdom. Maybe. You got wisdom. You know that it says use your best judgment. Insight into the nature of physical objects gives you foresight. Interesting. Because we were just talking about physical. Like there's a strong physical regard here. So maybe you're trying to produce something physical that requires you to be very diligent. Maybe you're like I'm seeing like invention slash like a doctor, like I'm seeing like a doctor person or medical person that has wisdom into the way that, I don't know, let's take a medicine, like medicine itself is harming people. And this doctor's like, well, I've done research, I have all this data, I have all this information, and I know that this medicine is what's killing people. So I'm homeopathic and I have all these herbs and all these ideas about how we should go about healing people. But since it's not perfected and I haven't fully gotten this patent and it's not actually USDA approved and yada, 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 you feel discouraged. Something like that. But I feel there's just a baby step thing happening here. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to be proud of maybe the progress that you've made thus far. And definitely don't compare yourself to other people. Plenty of material things. You got bowl. Plenty of material things. You see what I'm saying? Like, what the heck is up with this material? Like, the word material is written here so many times. Plenty of material things. Yeah, you're like, I'm not doing this for the money. You have no desire about money. Nobody that would resonate with me would, honestly. Not that you can't be wealthy. Not that you don't have wealth or like value to what your ideas or thought or whatever, you know. It's just like the actual material part of it, you're like, that's not why I'm doing it. What you're doing is based in truth and justice and honesty, and you're very serious about that, and that's good. That's great. So you got problems to be resolved with broken wishbone. Wish will not be granted. So I want to say to some level here, how you see this playing out. It may not play out how you see it playing out. And there's a level of disappointment here. Discouragement. As with great things there is. Like now, I'm seeing Eminem, which is like the best rapper ever. You kidding my camera. I'm seeing now Eminem like back in 2008. My palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous. And that song is like, lose yourself in the music, the moment you want it, you better never let it go. I feel like what you're doing is you're to the point where you would be willing to sacrifice like your home. Like let's say you own a house and a car and a yacht and you have this idea and you're like, you know what? I'm willing to sacrifice all of those things to get this thing patented, no matter what. That's how real you're being about this thing, which is beautiful. You got disappointment in a friend or a lover. And you should accept valid criticism. So you need some sort of feedback, because I feel like some level of betrayal, or you had some level of disappointment here. You're discouraged. You tried and you failed, and you're fearful of trying again. But this is saying don't give up yet. Keep going. You literally have moving up, perfect fit, alchemy, wellness. You have a card of destiny here. You've got victory. You've got Queen of Materials. You've got building materials here. You've got the balance, the scales of balance and justice on your side. You've got the Queen of Wands. Ain't nobody stopping the Queen of Wands. Okay? You are not, nobody's gonna stop you. It's just, when are you gonna do it? You know, like, actually, you're your worst enemy right now. I don't think anyone called you a clown. I think you feel like one. I feel like you look in the mirror and you see this face and you're like, this isn't me. I'm such a joke. Barrel. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. So it's like you almost want to give up, but don't. Don't give up. Because what does your future self want to say to you, you know? What does the future you think about what you're going through? What does your future self have to add here? I heard a name. Go. What does your future self want you? What's the next step, future self? Come on, help out. Help out. What's the breadcrumb? What's the breadcrumb? I didn't know how to comfort you. Interesting. I didn't know how to comfort you. Let's think on that one. What is that one? I didn't know how to comfort you. I miss our morning coffee. Your future self's like, sacrifice something here, because those two together speak a message. I didn't know how to comfort you, and I miss our morning coffee. It's like, I'm seeing two things. One, your future self misses the coffee that you guys enjoyed because it gave up coffee to whatever. Maybe the coffee was creating jitters and you realized it was making you crash and you had to stop or whatever, and you had to give it up. And you think some of those kind of addictions or things that we do repetitively are of comfort, are the things that are going to comfort you through to the next step. But your future self's like, no, that's not what it is. Giving up and sacrificing and letting go and removing things that make us sick or whatever, that's what brings in the future, the clear future we're trying to create. My other vision is, I see a person you lost, maybe the friend or person that betrayed you, as the person who you missed a morning coffee with them. Maybe you used to sit down and have ideas with this person over coffee or whatever. Like, you'd meet up at a coffee shop and have these ideas share ideas. Maybe someone stole your ideas. Maybe there's something in connection with that. So please take care of yourself was at the bottom there. Which makes, I keep kicking the camera, which makes me think, again, there's some sort of crutch, there's some sort of thing you're doing that your future self has been trying to get you to stop. But not to be coffee, it could be cigarettes. Maybe it's not coffee. I miss our morning coffee. Maybe it's a cigarette. You know, I was a long time smoker and I loved smoking. Loved it. And I think it's just the sensation of the repetitive ritual of smoking is just like, you know? So I feel like in some way, that's a struggle for you, because you also have happiness is not a betrayal of me. In some way, shape, or form, this is deep, because a lot of times we don't realize, maybe let's say you're married and you have a wife, or whoever, and your wife, your partner, you need to leave them. Maybe they're the problem for you. Not that, like, don't point fingers, but like in some way, shape, or form, you need to leave this person, but you can't because you own this house, this boat, and this yacht, and this person's like dependent on that. And you're like, well, I can't really like give this up yet. So I'm gonna drink my coffee and smoke my cigarettes until this person can get on their feet. And then I'll get on my feet because I gotta sacrifice what I need for them. And I feel like you've done that long enough to the point where your future self's like, no, your happiness is not a betrayal. Because a lot of people feel like they're the bad person if they do that, you know? This person depends on me, my kids, whoever. But really, we're deep down betraying ourselves because you are a sovereign soul born into reality to do something and then to leave alone. Like, I realize everything you do here, it's with others and all of that. But at some level, we're just the only ones in this Truman Show. To some level, everything around us is an illusion. So if you sacrifice yourself for everyone else, you're fooling yourself. It's the whole oxygen mask thing. Put your oxygen mask on. Save yourself so you can save others. It may seem dramatic. It may seem abrupt. But it's not, because you've worked for this. This has been a long time coming. And you're at this crossroad for a reason. And I see like a wand, a wizard wand being handed to you or whatever. Like, take this staff and part the seas, okay? Believe in yourself and be proud of yourself and your abilities to do this. Don't feel so obligated to mend everyone else. So I pulled Crocodile Jasper, lower and fourth chakras, grounding, protection, prosperity, and abundance. Soothes the nerves and state of mind. Dietary stabilization. Aids in the assimilation of vitamins and minerals and cleanses the body of toxins, awakens Kundalini. Strongly, I feel like you're a little bit, that's why the materialism's, I think, really heavy, is like, I think it's a good idea to do a little bit of a detox and clear your body, because your mind is getting the best of you because your body's full of toxins. Maybe it is cigarettes. That's such, it could be anything. So a detox is in order to get to the next step. So, is that all? I think so. I kind of want to get one of these, but no, actually, let's do it. Why not? Why not? What's the point? Tick-tock on the clock. Tick-tock. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Little mouse on the clock. You're running out of time, but time doesn't exist, so don't worry about it. We got yin, so this is like feminine energy. Remember in the beginning I felt like things were being rushed and pushed? Feminine energy don't do that. There's no rush. Feminine energy just sits back, drinks her coffee, and waits for things to come in. 2-1-2, which is also 5. And you got changes in the wind. So you got changes in the wind. 5 also confirms that. And 2-1-2-1-2-1-2-1. Like, that's a rhythm. There's something rhythmic. Like, why did I think of a lab and studio? If you could totally, like, let me know what the heck I'm connecting to, that'd be great. But I feel like there's some sort of rhythm to what you're trying to create here. And the flow, women, right? Or women, feminine energy has something to do with that too, like flow. So here's that materialism again. All that glitters isn't gold. Because it's not, you know? It's real life. And there's that mask, which makes me go back to that whole clown vibe. Don't get my face. That clown vibe we was getting in the beginning. It's like, don't feel like a clown for wanting to be successful. You deserve it. You've worked for it. And I think the most successful people are those that don't do it for money. Those that do it for love and truth. And it seems like that's where you are. So don't beat yourself up. Be very proud of yourself. Months of the year was May, which is when I'm recording this next month. But you know, time is an illusion. And so who knows? But the month of May came out and you got this like stream flowing down. Let the April showers bring in the May flowers. Yeah, and that first card is what she was actually doing, is she was cultivating her flowers, like, so be proud of that. And that's also number 5. Got 5 as the outcome. So there's a lot of change here. You got 6 a couple times, 5, 6, 10, lots of 2s. So there's like some sort of collab, which also goes back to that Dr. Dre and Eminem vibe. So maybe you need a mentor. maybe others need you to mentor them. Could benefit from that. Innocence, purity, and redemption suggest a special connection with the divine. The wealth within you. So this card sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. So whatever was taken from you, or whatever you feel is past or whatever, the wealth is still inside of you, and you can be hopeful and proud of that. I'm seeing a very materially poor person that's spiritually or mentally or emotionally very rich. So don't beat yourself up. That's what I have. Thank you.